Max, was that a lonely race for you today?
Yeah, very lonely. I couldn't see the car in front and behind, so I was just watching the screens and following up on the battle with Bottas and Vettel.
Just looking at the screens, just as a fan today then?
More or less. I mean, I had to bring the car home, but in general, yeah. I mean, there's not much you can do. Is it? I was trying to be consistent, and I think the pace of the car in the race was actually not too bad, you know, and it taken in consideration. So yeah, it was fine.
What was today like then? Was it just an extended test session for you out there, putting laps in, listening to your engineers? I mean, especially when you've got a big upgrade coming, was there much you needed to learn about the car?
I think you always learn a bit. It was a good fitness session, I think, as well. Good to lose some weight. Can eat a nice meal tonight, and yeah, looking forward now, you know, to Barcelona where we get an upgrade.
Sebastian, from the hunted in Bahrain to the hunter here today, was that an enjoyable race for you regardless of the result?
Well, I didn't succeed hunting him down, so I need to work on my aiming maybe, but yeah, obviously the only thing we could have done better maybe is the initial getaway at the start. I don't know, I need to see the video, but maybe I was a sniff conservative. And after that I saw him coming, closing in with a toe, which felt horrible. I think the straight felt about twice as long as it actually was. But yeah, he was getting side by side and then just flying past. And he had so much advantage that he could already shut the door. So, you know, the inside line was gone as well at that point, and then I knew I would be second into turn 2. After that, you know, I was sure that we can stay with him and put him under pressure, but he drove a fantastic race. He was really quick, very consistent, no mistakes. And it took a long time before, you know, for us, I think the balance sort of came back and we were starting to gain on him. But by that time he had about 4 seconds gap, so enough to control, you know, the timing when to come in. Eventually it did come in when he faced traffic. We decided to stay out. Tires were still okay. And try something different. We had the gap to Kimi behind, so nothing to lose. In the end we had fresher tires, we were quicker, we were closing him down, closing the gap, but not enough. It was quite tricky today to get really close, so chipping a bit away off the gap, eating it up was difficult, and getting into the DRS was difficult. We managed just at the end, but it wasn't enough.
We lost a lap of the race, of course, with the second formation lap.
Yeah.
With that lap, would you have got him, or was he just too good today?
I don't know, maybe without that second formation lap we could have had a better start. I don't know. There's a lot of would could, but you know, in the end of the day it's very simple. Valtteri deserves to win today. It's his first Grand Prix win, it's his day. So I think, yeah, in a way I feel happy to witness, you know, that day he drove a fantastic race, a very strong performance, and was just better than all the rest of us, which I don't like to say, but is the truth. So sometimes you have to admit also if, you know, someone else does a better job.
Well, Daniel, I suppose you're not going to get the bigger apartment this weekend.
No, didn't win that fight.
What happened? Was it the working of the tyres, trying to keep the heat in them behind the safety car, or?
I don't think so. But we'll see. I looked in my mirror. I think I looked in my mirror to see where the Force India was, and then I noticed the right brake was on fire. So I reported it, and then the team said slow down the car and bring it to the pit lane, and it completely went in turn, I think 15. So I nearly went into the barrier there, and then just had to put it in the pits. So it was early in the race, so I don't know how much the safety car affected that, because you wouldn't expect these problems so early, but they'll look into it. But a bit of a shame to obviously not get many laps done today.
Your teammate out in Bahrain with brake issues, you out with brake issues today. Is this something Red Bull needs to look at?
I mean, obviously 2 races in a row, none of us want that, so I guess there's some things that need to be addressed, and they'll look into them before Barcelona. Cheers.
In the points again, P7 today, you must be really pleased.
Yeah, get rid of that 10th position. That's not too bad. No, really happy with with the result. Really happy for the team as well. They did a perfect job all weekend. From the crew on the pit stop, from the engineers, everyone did a fantastic job, which made a really smooth weekend. So no, really happy with the performance.
And we heard you on the radio, I need to pit ASAP, the team listened, you're in, you're back out, and you take those points today. It looked like timings of pit stops were pretty crucial in that race.
Yeah, it was because I was struggling with the Ultrasoft quite a lot in the beginning. Had a difficult start as well. Start of the race, I lost some position straight away and managed to gain some in the first lap again in 3 corners, which was not easy, but I had to because it's so difficult to overtake. And then no, all went as planned, and perfect strategy by the team.
Great job. Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, great race, great result, P6.
Yeah, I'm very, very pleased. I think once again we were there to take every opportunity that was on the table for us, and I think the team did a fantastic job with the strategy, waiting and not be too impatient with the stop. And I'm very happy with the race. You know, it's quite easy to have an incident here. So all in all, I think I'm pretty satisfied with the result today. A lot of points for the team, and as I say, you know, we were there to take the problems from Williams and Red Bull. But hopefully now for Barcelona we can bring a stronger package that can put us a lot closer to them to give them a challenge.
It's been a really good job, hasn't it, by the team to consolidate this early part of the season, considering what you've been driving and what you've been having to deal with, to know that you've got this new package coming that hopefully is going to bring you even better results.
Yeah, I think with the car that we have today, being P4 in the constructors, P7 on the drivers, it's an amazing job from the whole team, you know, and yeah, hopefully now for Barcelona we can be able to move a lot forwards and be in big contention to get a lot of points.
And you've got Esteban nipping at your heels now as well.
Yeah, that's good. I think he's doing a good job. It's important, you know, as a team that he pushes me and that if I do a mistake or something, he's there to take it, you know, because I think if you don't have a strong teammate, you don't maximize the potential of the car. So I'm happy that he's coming up with speed.
So positive yesterday when you talked about how the car went through the corners and how you were able to drive it, and then you get to the race today and you don't even get to take part.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we are not able to participate in the race. So yeah, another engine issue. So yeah, hopefully, you know, we need to find a way to improve the situation.
What do you know what part of the engine? Was it the MG KRH again?
I don't know. I think until the car is not back in the garage, we will not know. But I think it was something on the hybrid system that you know, power of the car. But yeah, frustrating. You know, nothing we can do. Obviously, driver point of view, we come here, we drive as fast as we can. We help the team as much as we can, and we prepare the next race now on the fitness point of view, on the strategic point of view with the engineers, etc. But when we come here and the engine switch off is quite frustrating.
You've got the Indies to look forward to though, and you're heading over there to get in the car this week. Will you come back for Spain for the Formula One?
Sure. You know, it's good, you know, to have Indy in my head now. You know, some preparations going on. Also, we have you know, many other projects that I mean, you know, the go-kart school and other things that keep your head busy. But you know, my life is Formula One and my dreams are in Formula One, and you know, I've been always, you know, into Formula One. So we need to figure out how to improve the situation here.
So how much does that hurt then? Your life is Formula One. How much does it hurt right now?
Well, it hurts in a way that, you know, you prepare yourself for the maximum, like all over the winter for this year regulation, etc. But, you know, after we didn't finish in Australia, in China, in Bahrain, it's not that you arrive here thinking that you will be on the podium. So more or less you expect a tough weekend. So when it finally happened, you know, it's less of a frustration.
Shake my hand.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Valtteri, many congratulations. Just tell me how you're feeling right now.
Yeah, obviously really happy. You know, it's difficult to explain the feeling, a little bit surreal. It is the first one, and all the work that has gone into this, achieving this, is amazing. But now I've got my first one, hopefully first of many. Now I know how to do it in Formula One, and just very thankful for the team for making it possible. You know, it was a tough race with Ferrari again today, but we managed to keep in front.
What was going on inside your helmet in the last 10 laps?
Last 10 laps I was asking for a bit of radio silence actually from the team, and just wanted to feel more like home, nice and quiet. So that helped, you know, then I could focus on the driving itself and everything, but there was not much going on really. Just I was trying to get most out of every single lap, and the main thing really was the back markers, getting through the traffic, not losing too much time or having any accidents with them.
I know before the race we showed Ted visiting you at home and getting into the ice bath with you. I think he's going to try and claim you need to do that before every race.
I'm really happy that he actually survived it alive. You know, I thought he was going to die in there. So yeah, that was. It's good to see him still alive, first of all. But yeah, I mean, it was good fun to show you a little bit about my home and about me. So hope you liked it.
One thing you did say in it, just finally for me, was that we said to you when Lewis is on his day, is he unbeatable? And you said nobody's unbeatable. You know, you've dominated this weekend for Mercedes. Does that mean you're on a level par with Lewis now? Do you think the team should see it that way as well?
I think, you know, this weekend I've performed well. I guess the team is happy with the performance at this weekend, and obviously the first few races haven't had quite my best results, and for different reasons the results haven't been there, but the team knows exactly where my performance is. I've never doubted my skills, and I'm just keen to, you know, prove more in the next few races. Thanks.
Lewis, it seemed that in the end you just sort of had to settle for fourth today. Is that how it was?
Yeah, well, firstly, a big congratulations to Valtteri. He did an exceptional job all weekend, and yeah, it was just quickest and did a great job. And it's good for the team. For me, yeah, I mean, already from once I got round kind of the first couple of laps, I was just basically stuck where I was. But I mean, I don't know if I would have been able to have made a big difference moving forwards or not, but I think I definitely had the pace to be with the back. But ultimately, positioning was everything.
Can you pinpoint exactly what the problems are you've had this weekend around here?
I think through the race I understood it, yeah.
So that in the race, in terms of your driving, the car we hear was overheating during the race and you had to try and get some cooler air onto it, but actually in terms of you feeling just lacking...
Speed-wise I know where, I think I know where it is, so I'll try and fix it for the next one.
Okay, let's just move it on then. Finally, positive for the team is that Valtteri did win this race. He held on. It was incredibly tense towards the end there for us to watch.
As well, so.
What does it mean, that first win? What did you say to him?
Well, you couldn't hear me. I just said congratulations. You deserve it. Great job. You couldn't hear me though. The helmet's on.
But it's a good result for Mercedes to keep that win away from Ferrari.
Yeah, no, it's great that we you know, have had great success through here over the years. I just wish that I could have backed him up, you know, for the team in terms of points, but I held on did the best I could with what I had in the end.
So unfortunate today when you had that slow puncture. You were running at 6th at the time, came back out in 9th. Would you have finished 6th without it, do you think?
For sure. I had the race completely on my pocket, so I had maybe almost 8 seconds in front of Checo. So yeah, I had a lot more pace in the car than what I was doing as well. So yeah, we had the 6th position in the pocket today. Unfortunately, puncture is something that it can happen in our job. Unlucky today, but I was so happy with my race.
Just to talk me through, I mean, Valtteri's obviously got his first ever Formula One win. I know you two teammates for so long. Great day for him.
So happy for him. I think he deserved it. The position he had today for the driver he is. So I think maybe people was not talking about him on the right level he is in terms of drivers. And I said straight away when he signed with Mercedes that he would do a good job, and he's doing. So shows that the 4th race he had his first victory. Now he's a different driver because he achieved a victory, and I'm so happy for him. Yeah, and we'll see he will achieve a lot more than what he had today.
I just finally ask you just about the end of the race. Obviously, they both came up against you, Valtteri and Sebastian, and had to get past you. Sebastian was on his radio after he went round you and said, really? What was that?
No, he wasn't on his radio, but he never his radio complaining, no? Are you sure? I left completely the inside part for him. I back off before in corner 4. He didn't want to go. So then I saw that he was afraid to dive inside. I was completely on the left. And then I let him by straight away after. So anyway, I am also sure that he was not going to pass Valtteri in the last lap of the race. I'm pretty much sure. Anyway, complaining is he really liked you.